Welcome back, friends. Today I have some fun crafts you can do with your kids, and we're going to start with these resin kits that you can get at Dollar Tree. They are in the crafting aisle, and they come in a set of two, but I guess you have to buy them separate. But you can't have one without the other. There's an A and a B, and if you work with resin, you know what I'm talking about. You have to mix them, and they just harden. I mean, it's just wonderful to work with. I'm also going to be using these little medicine cups. Now, these I get all the time when I buy medicine with my kids and I keep them. I'm also going to use one of these silicone molds that you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use several parts of it, not all of it. And these little pressed flowers that I got a long time ago. But anyways, I've had them, so I'm going to use that. But you can use glitter or anything else you want. I'm going to use a couple of these sticks. One is just to make a hole on one of them, and then the other one is to stir, and I'll show you here. I'm going to use my hot glue as well as my tweezers to be able to grab the little flowers and insert them. We're also going to use gloves, which I'm going to put on right now. All right, so this craft is mainly in majority for older kids. Of course, you still need to supervise them and make sure that they're safe, but this would be a great one for you to do with older children. First thing I did was separate some of the smaller flowers that I have, and I think will look really cute because we're making jewelry, necklaces with these. I am going to mix equal parts of the A and B resin, and we are going to use the measurement right on the cup. And I did 5 mLs of each, and then I just really mixed it very well. I'm going to add some of this cooking spray. This is avocado oil at the bottom of this dowel, and I'm going to hot glue it to the middle portion because we're creating a necklace, and I want to make sure it has an opening. And we're going to do this 2 ways. We're going to do it that way with the dowel. And the second necklace, I'm going to drill a hole through it and see which one works best. And I'm going to let you know. All right, so now that the resin is poured in, you want to work just a little quick, okay? Because, you want to make sure that the resin is manageable. So I'm going to place some of the little dried flowers inside each. And I'm just dunking them in and just making sure that they're nicely in there and that they're not just floating on the top. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. I waited 24 hours and this is the result. How fun is this? They come right off of the mold. I think this one is my favorite. The shape is so unique. And then here's the middle one. Now I'm going to be very honest. That stick was hard to get out. I had to use my X-Acto knife and just press really hard at the top to separate it from the stick. And eventually it did come off. That being said, I would stick with the drill portion of it. I use my X-Acto knife to shave off some of the parts that would lift it a little bit. But of course, you can do that part. Don't let your kids do that part. I'm going to use some of this yellow ribbon because I just think it looks great with the design. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot and then tie another knot at the top. And that way it'll be a nice necklace. Now for the other one, as I said, I'm going to drill the hole. And this is what I would do. It was so much easier. Of course, you have to be very careful. Use gloves if you need to. Do this for your kids. Don't let them do this part. Just drill a hole very carefully. Take your time. And that works so much easier. I should have done that for the other one. Anyways, you live and learn, right? That's what we do these. All right, so we're going to add pink ribbon to this one. And we're just going to, again, make a couple of knots. One at the bottom, one at the top. And these look absolutely adorable. My daughter grabbed them so quick. She was wearing one all day. Love the way they look, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take some beads. Now, this is where I keep my beads. They're in different shapes, sizes, material, and I'm just going to use several different sizes. I'm also going to use this flexible wire that I have here already, and I'm going to use my needle nose pointed pliers. That's a long title. I'm also going to use my laminator with a laminating sheet. If you don't have a laminator, I always say you can always use clear tape and then just tape several to each other. All right, we're going to start by simply just curving or curling one end of the wire, just like I did there. And then I'm going to start threading some of the beads. I'm going to start with smaller beads, and as I work my way up, they're going to get a little bigger. And let me tell you what we're creating. We're creating a dragonfly. This dragonfly, I saw a similar one on Pinterest, and I thought I can totally recreate this using Dollar Tree beads. So as you can see, I'm just going to keep stacking. I did add a longer one in the middle because that's where we're going to attach the wings. But look how cute it's looking. Oh my word. So they go from small to like medium, a little bigger than the longer one, and then the head. Then we're going to curl that top one as well, and then it looks just like that. How cute. All right, so now we're going to make a clear sheet of paper, or plastic, I should say. So I'm going to place one of the sheets for the laminator right through it. It takes a little while, but not too much. I'm going to speed it up for you and see how it comes out clear on the other side. And that's what we want to create the wing. Now, if you don't have a laminator, like I said, use tape. You can also use the plastic that comes with pastries. I think you know what I'm talking about. You can use that. All right. So I am going to cut a couple of strips that are about 1 inch thick and then cut them to about 6 inches long. I'm going to do 2 of them because we're creating a dragonfly. So we want to crisscross those wings at the top. I'm going to curl or curve the 2 ends. Just make it nice and rounded. And then I am going to make it to where it kind of dents in the middle. I think you know what I'm doing, right? So I'm just going to keep cutting. They don't have to be perfect, okay? So I'm just going to keep cutting, making sure that they have that nice dent in the middle. And then we're going to hot glue it to that flat portion of the dragonfly body. And we're going to crisscross the wings. You see how I crisscrossed it like an X? This makes it look like that dragonfly look. Look how cute it looks. I'm going to put ribbon here. You can also put a little keychain, little ring, whatever you want at the top. I think it's absolutely adorable. This will be another great craft you can do with small and big kids. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start with some of this elastic band you can find at Dollar Tree. They come in pink and white, and I just chose the pink one. I'm going to use some buttons. I'm also going to use some of these faux silk flowers from Dollar Tree. A larger one, 2 smaller ones, and then 2 smaller ones than that. You just want it to be different sizes. I'm also going to use my hot glue, and we are going to get going here. I'm also going to use my scissors, by the way. All right, so we're going to cut a piece, and I'm going to tape it to the table because it was just moving around too much. So I am going to start hot gluing the buttons right onto the band, and I'm going to start in the center. Now, I left way too much space in between each button, okay? Because once you stretch that band, they're going to separate. The flowers are going to separate. So learn from my mistake. I had to actually remove them and re-glue them a little closer to each other. So just glue them about 1 inch away from each other. All right, once the buttons were hardened, I'm going to remove the excess stem from each flower and place the larger flower in the center, the second largest on each side of that, and then the smaller tiny ones on the ends. This is going to be a headband. My daughter loved it. It looks so cute on her. Wait until you see it on her head. All right, once everything is hardened and dry, we are going to take both ends, of course, and we just want to tie it in the knot. That's it. What an easy craft you can do with your kids. So fun. You can also make it with maybe some bunny ears, some animal ears, and make it fun for the little ones. Look how cute it looks, and wait until you see it in my daughter's hair. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have fun crafting.